number 4 is evaluate integration 0 to pi by 6 cos raised to 4 3 theta and sin cube 6 theta d. So in this given integration, the angles are multiple angles and the limits it is from 0 to pi by 6. So we need to substitute this multiple angle in terms of single angle, and accordingly we should get the limits as 0 to pi by 2. So in this example we will put, let I is equal to integration 0 to pi by 6 cos raised to 4 3 theta sin cube 6 theta d theta. Now substitute 3 theta is equal to t. So here it is 3 theta, here it is 6 theta. So least multiple angle it is 3 theta. So substitute 3 theta is equal to t. This implies theta is equal to t by 3, and therefore d theta by dt is equal to 1 by 3 into derivative of t with respect to t is 1. So this implies the value of d theta is 1 by 3 into dt. Now the limits are, these are the limits of theta. So when theta is equal to 0, the value of t is 0, and when theta is pi by 6, the value of t it is pi by 2, and therefore the given integral I becomes integration 0 to pi by 2. Here it is cos raised to 4 t and sin cube into 6 theta, but 6 theta it is nothing but twice into 3 theta, so it is sin cube 2t, and then the value of d theta it is 1 by 3 dt, and which is nothing but, I will take 1 by 3 outside of this integration as it is constant. So integration 0 to pi by 2 cos raised to 4t, and this sin cube 2t can be written as sin 2t bracket cube, and the value of sin 2t is 2 sin t cos t. So 2 sin t into cos t bracket cube into d. Now if I simplify this, so here it is 2 cube, it is 8, I can take 8 outside as it is constant. So 8 by 3 integration 0 to pi by 2. Now here it is cos raised to 4t and here it is cos cube t. So cos raised to 7t into sin t bracket cube, it is sin cube t dt, and this can be written as I is equal to 8 upon 3 integration 0 to pi by 2. So first I will write the sign term, that is sin cube t into cos raised to 7t dt. Now to evaluate this integral we use Wallis formula. So we know integration 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to mx cos raised to nx dx is equal to m minus 1 m minus 3 dot 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 n minus 1 n minus 3 dot 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 divided by m plus n into m plus n minus 2 dot dot dot. So this is either 2 or 1, and as this m and n they are not even, so this lies in otherwise case, therefore this ratio is multiplied by 1. So integration 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to the value of m, here it is 3t, into the value of n it is 7, so cos raised to 7t dt is equal to m minus 1, it is 3 minus 1, and then 3 minus 3 will be 0, so we have to stop here itself, into Value of n is 7. So here it is 7 minus 1. 7 minus 3 dot dot dot. This product it is up to 1. Divided by m plus n. It is 7 plus 3. It is 10. 10 minus 2. Again this product it is up to either 2 or 1 into 1. So when I simplify this, I will get 3 minus 1 it is 2. That is the last term. Into 7 minus 1 it is 6. Into 4 into 2 divided by 10 into 8 into 6 into 4 into 2 and again into 1, not necessary to write, and this is equal to, so this 2 will get cancelled, again 4 and again 6 will get cancelled, so 2 4s are 8, so the answer comes out to be 1 by 40. But this is the value of integration 0 to pi by 2 sin cube d cos raised to 70, but we want the value of I. So I will call this equation as equation number 1, and therefore equation 1 implies I is equal to 8 by 3 into value of this integration, it is 1 by 40 and which is equal to 1 upon 50 because 8 5s are 40. So the answer for given integral it is 1 upon 50. So here we use the Wallis formula for m and n in otherwise cases. Okay. So now we will find is evaluate integration 0 to infinity dx upon 1 plus x square raised to n, where the value of n greater than 1. So now in this example, there is no term containing sine, there is no term containing cos, but the Wallis formula which we are going to use, in this formula, it contains either sine or cos or combination of both. But here nothing is there in terms of sine and cos, so we have to go for some substitution. As in denominator, the term is like 1 plus x square, so we will go the substitution as x is equal to tan theta. So I will assume first the given integral as let I is equal to integration 0 to infinity dx upon 1 plus x square raised to n. Now here I will substitute value of x as a tan theta. So why I have substituted x is equal to tan theta? Because I know the value of 1 plus tan square theta, it is a sec square theta, and when it comes out to be sec square theta, then we will get its value in terms of cosine terms. So put x is equal to tan theta, therefore dx by d theta is equal to sec square theta. Now when x is equal to 0, where x is 0, the value of theta is 0, and when x is infinity, the value of theta it is tan inverse infinity, but tan inverse infinity is pi by 2. So we got the limit set at 0 to pi by 2, and therefore the given I becomes integration 0 to pi by 2. Now the value of dx is sec square theta d theta, so I will write sec square theta d theta in numerator divided by 1 plus tan square theta raised to n. So 1 plus tan square theta raised to n, and which is nothing but integration 0 to pi by 2 sec square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta is again sec square theta raised to n d theta. Now the value of this integration, when we simplify, we will get it as integration 0 to pi by 2. Now here it is sec square theta upon sec square theta divided by sec square theta raised to n, it is sec theta raised to 2n or sec raised to 2n theta and d theta. So this is nothing but integration 0 to pi by 2 sec sec theta raised to 2 minus 2n d theta, and this is nothing but integration 0 to pi by 2 as sec theta, it is nothing but 1 upon cos theta. So this calculation we can write it as cos theta raised to 2n minus 2 d theta. So here whatever may be the value of n, as n is a positive integer which is greater than 1. So whatever may be the value of n, if we take n as an integer, then this value of 2n minus 2, it is always even, because when you take value of n is 3, then 3 into 2 6, 6 minus 2 it is 4. If you take value of n is 4, 4 into 2 it is 8, 8 minus 2 again it is 6, means for any n this power it is even, and if this power is even, then we can use the Wallis formula like this: integration so is equal to, now the formula is n minus 1, n minus 3 dot dot dot, but here instead of n it is 2n minus 2. So if we simplify this integration by using Wallis formula, so here value of n it is replaced by 2n minus 2. So n minus 1 it is nothing but 2n minus 2 minus 1, 2n minus 2 minus 3 dot dot dot, divided by 2n minus 2 into 2n minus 2 minus 2 dot dot dot, this product it is up to 2 or 1, into pi by 2, because I have considered this n as a positive integer and which is greater than 1. So whatever may be the value of n, this power is always even. As this power is even, therefore multiply this pi by 2. So this is the answer for the given example.